Hey, how's it going guys? Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to check out Mech Mechanic Simulator. Cue the intro. Alright, welcome to Mech Mechanic Simulator, the game where you simulate being a mech mechanic, as you might imagine. So this is the first time I've checked out a new game on the channel in quite a while since we started playing Warframe. So I'm excited to check out some new games here, and especially this one because it's about mechs. And you know me, spaceships, mechs, freaking maces, I need them. I can't get enough. There will never be enough mech games in the world to satiate my just indecent, salacious, uncomfortable lust for mechs. But here's one of them. You know, at first glance, before I actually gave the game a shot, I was kind of expecting this to be along the same lines as Hard Space Shipbreaker, but it's really not like that at all. Hard Space is you're fighting against the clock, you know, to always extract more, juice more funds out of a ship. In Mech Mechanic Simulator, it's much more relaxed, and at least up to this point, maybe 2-3 hours into the game, I haven't encountered any sort of time limit, and really it's quite easy. Up to this point, that's probably, if I have any criticism of the game at all, it's easy. But that might be a good thing because it's also just relaxing. And there's the fun of kind of building up your business. So it kind of slightly scratches that almost tycoon itch, even though the progression is quite linear. For me, a little bit, it scratches that tycoon itch of like, yeah, I'm building up my business, and each job is allowing us to take that one step closer to the next piece of equipment, which will make future jobs easier, and so we can make more money. There's also a very shallow stock market in the game as well, and apparently later on, we will actually be able to design and build our own mechs, according to the Steam page. I haven't checked that out yet. I haven't gotten to that point in the progression, but I'm excited to see how that plays out. So for the sake of housekeeping, I did receive a key for this for free from the developers, but that does not color my opinion of the game one way or the other. And this is releasing on the 25th of March, so it very well might be up and out in the wild when this video goes live. So without further gilding the lily and with no more ado, let's check out Mech Mechanic Simulator. So we've got a job here all lined up. I'm going to show you real quick how we go about that. We're gonna do this job. I'm going to show you how it functions. Then we're going to take a tour of the workshop, and we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the progression and some of the systems present in Mech Mechanic Simulator. Okay, so we've got our main terminal here. It seems to be, I haven't played PC building simulator personally, but it seems very reminiscent of that from what little gameplay I have seen of that game. Okay, so we've got our job here. We'll look into finding a new job once we've completed this one, but let's just get into this. So you go your main terminal, you got a list of available jobs, you pick a job. It tells you what's roughly required of you. It doesn't tell you specifically what parts you will have to repair or replace or where they are. We're going to figure that out now. It's really not difficult at all. But yeah, you pick a job, it tells you how much you'll be paid for it. The mech will drop in, and here we go. So first thing we're going to do, okay, so we can clean it, but we don't have to clean it. We've not, this job has not specified that we need to clean the mech, so that option is not available to us. What we will have to do, however, is scan it. So this is kind of what the game is all about. It's essentially, if you really get down to the nitty-gritty of what you're doing, it's a collection of mini games that are wrapped up in repairing, rebuilding, and it seems eventually like building your own mechs. Yeah, but it's just like a collection of little mini games that represent the process here. So all we have to do is match the patterns essentially, which we've done there. There we go. So now we're scanning it, and in a hot second, we're gonna know exactly what's wrong with this thing and how to pull her apart. All right, scan is complete. Thankfully, you can also skip all those little cutscenes. So once you've seen it once, it's all going to look the same. So if you want, right-click, escape. You'll just skip through that scanning section, and you're good to go. Okay, so let's go to assembly. So it looks like we've got a left arm that probably, it's red, so I think that indicates that the part's going to need replacing. And then we've got a right arm that's yellow, so I think we can actually repair that part. So if I hit tab up here, it actually shows our tasks. Our main task is to repair part Centurion arm right, maybe? Right arm, there you go. CH. Maybe not. Maybe there's no correlation. But anyway, I'm just musing here. Anyway, this part here probably is in that right arm there. That's what we have to repair. And this one here we have to replace. We cannot get away with repairing it. And as of right now, I don't think we have the equipment, and I'm not sure if we're even able to get the equipment to repair something to like factory quality. So we will actually have to buy a new part. So we have to factor that into our budget, but it's not going to be too much of a problem. Okay, so what we're going to do is grab that left arm, put it in our work bay here. Now we actually have to pull it apart. So in order to do that, what do we need to do here? So if we like hover over a section, it'll show us what we need to pull out. So if I want to take that off, we have to pull this off first, but to pull this off, we have to take out the bolt. I'm just going to click and hold. Now the bolt is gone, and the other side too. Take this piece off. This is like quite a lot more involved than the previous mechs. This is like the next tier up of mech. And then pull the hoses, both hoses. And there you go, and the arm will lift.
I don't like
free.
corporation, but I like money. I think we should take everything from the rich and give it to me.
Yeah, so there's an android wandering around the workshop. I guess he's there to help. It's a little bit of a claptrap style kind of situation. The humor is, I would describe it as edgelord special, so it might not jive with you, but it is what it is. Okay, let's put the right arm in Bay 2. So we've already done this. It's the exact same part. So we know what to do here. As you can see, once you know what you're doing, it's all pretty quick and simple. There you go. Look, it's the kind of game that you can like put some tunes on or just enjoy the kind of vaguely like soft southern rock soundtrack here. Groovy slow jams that the game provides, and just kind of sit back, relax, and enjoy. Anyway, so let's get to it. So it's showing us right here, because we've already scanned, it's showing us the part that needs replacing. So that part is the one that needs replacing. So you do need to keep track of what's what here. The CH010704 up there, you can see, is the part that we do, in fact, need to replace. So let's pull that out. We're going to drag that down. So it's a click and drag down. Each part, it'll show you which direction to drag. Each part is a little bit different. We've also got a legend here that indicates the condition, the status of each part. So the part we pulled off was... I'd have to check. It was probably like damaged. Actually, you know what? We can have a look. If we switch to assemble. Okay, so its status is it's repaired. It's in a repaired state, but they don't want it in a repaired state. They want it factory new. Okay, so when it's rusted, you can take it to the corrosion removal station and remove the rust. When it's broken, you can weld it to fix it, and then that'll restore it to a repaired state. Never a normal state, as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if you can ever get equipment that will allow you to take broken parts and restore them to like factory new normal state. I haven't seen anything like that yet. And then damaged cables, there's a dedicated cable repair station just for that. Okay, so that is done. So let's go put on a new one. So in order to do that, we need a brand new part here. So you got to search in the shop, and the market does fluctuate. So sometimes you'll be paying more than, you know, than what market price, average price, I don't know, for a part. Sometimes you'll be paying less. In this case, it's 4% lower than normal. So we have done well. So I guess maybe later on there might be like a benefit to buying in bulk when prices are good, so you can save money later on. Like you might assume that like you will need certain parts in the future. As of right now, I haven't really seen a correlation. I don't really know enough to be like, yep, those ones break often. It's usually pretty random. Like there's a whole smattering of different parts that need to be repaired and replaced. Anyway, so We've bought it. As you can see, it's in normal state, normal factory state, and that is on there, and that arm is now done. Okay, let's move on over to the other arm. So it's the part way in there. So in order to get to that, I need to take off this part here, drag that down, and then we can slide this part out. So it can, and you know, it's possible, and it does happen, that it's a lot more complicated to get parts out. You might be able to, might have to take off like the whole housing and everything, and it's a whole mess. Especially like wires. Wires can be like quite embedded in the system, as you might imagine. So you got to pull everything apart to get to it. But this particular job was quite easy, and we would have done it really quick if not for the fact that I'm gas bagging. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on. It's rusted, huh? Yeah, it's rusted. Okay, great. So we're going to take it over to the decorrosion station. We're going to pop that in there, and let's de-rust. If I remember how to use this thing, you basically just paint. Have I just damaged it a little bit? No, we're good. We're good. It's just flakes. It's fine. Okay, there we go. So we are now at 41%, maybe? I don't know, or nominal repair points. Anyway, it's in repaired condition. As you can see, like back here, we occasionally need to buy fuel. It's $100 for... I wonder if that's $100.
How to build mechs. It seems they only know how to build perfect androids, like me.
Alright, buddy. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's like, we always spend $100, if that's relative to how much fuel we're buying, or if it's just like a flat fee of fuel always costs $100. But anyway, I haven't had to buy fuel yet in a couple hours of gameplay. Okay, let's place that boy back in there. 41, I'd say that's probably like 41%. Anyway, and we put that back on there. There were no screws, like we didn't have to remove any screws to get to this. Surprisingly, I would have thought like we'd have to pop those, but apparently not. We're good to go. Anyway, that is done. That's done. So then we go back to the main station here, and we're gonna add on a couple of arms. Yeah, baby. Okay. So, like, it's not... At first, I'm like, oh, man, I gotta remember every little part that needs to go on, but it's so easy. Like, that's it. It's prompted you for everything. It's really... Like, you'd have to go out of your way, I think, to leave something out. I'm actually not sure what happens if you leave something out. Supposedly, according to the android who tutorializes you, if you leave a component out, they'll be unhappy and maybe pay you less, but I haven't tried it, because... I don't want to be paid less. I mean, what do you want me to say? Anyway, so I've just hit T, so I've gone to my tablet. Normally, at the very start of the game, you have to go all the way back up to the office and interface with your main terminal, your computer up there. But one of the early upgrades is a tablet that allows you to access your current job and, you know, available jobs anywhere in the workshop, which is great. So let's finish that job. What can I say? I'm a natural. All right. So we currently got $40,000 dues in the bank. Beautiful. So that took 16 minutes. That's just because I was like I wouldn't shut up.
Got an issue. It seems that your old friends managed to track us. Let's go to the office.
Wait, what? Oh, no. Okay, this is new. This is fortuitous. This is new. Sir, please. Oh, I just realized the big ventilation thingy's up there. Anyway, illegal jobs? Oh, this has got me excited. I didn't think they would be so quick to ask us for favors, but I guess you don't really have a choice. We shouldn't mess with those people. There's a list with a strange job on it. Select it. This one? It doesn't look good, but we shouldn't keep them waiting. Accept the job and let's get it over with. Really? I mean, it's gonna pay out. Cybermech, yes. Okay, let's do it. This is actually new. I wasn't expecting this. This is good. So we have to repair 2 parts. We have to clean the mech. That'll be good. I haven't shown you mech cleaning yet. That you can also paint mechs. Sometimes you are required to paint mechs. Specific colors too. And we have to replace 3 parts. So hopefully this doesn't break the bank. All right, let's accept the job. This is a new mech too. I haven't seen this one before. Except in the marketing material. Okay. How did those hackers manage to get the mech? The sale of these type of mechs is strictly controlled by the corporations. Never mind. Let's treat this like any other job. Okay. So imagine from this point on, it's all pretty standard. Alright. Look at that bad boy. We got a hozo down. Magnificent. Okay, let's see what's wrong with it. So first we clean. And it's as simple as just painting off the dirt. See what I mean? It's just a bunch of like really simple mini games. We're about there. Move it forward. There we go. We're scanning. We can skip this. We've already seen that cutscene. Okay. Right leg, left leg. The grabs? Oh, we got to do the grabs first. And right arm. So let's do the grabs. Oh, man. Okay, so imagine we take off the bolt. Both bolts. Probably take that off too. And then I imagine they get a lift free. There you go. Okay, and let's do like the right leg as well. That's going to require a replacement part, I believe. So the right leg, we've got to pop this. So we have to take the screws off first. Some components have screws, some don't.
I wonder if electric sheep really exist.
Yo, Blade Runner reference. Okay. Look, respect for the Blade Runner reference. I'll give you that. Alright. And the leg lifts free. Beautiful. So, we've only got 2 workbenches. What I'm interested in finding out is if you can ever get more. Based on what we're seeing here in front of us, I'd assume no, because it just doesn't look like there's any space for it. But who knows, maybe we can one day get a bigger workshop. I just don't know. Anyway, let's start with the grabbers, because I haven't seen anything like this before. Wait, we have to replace this whole arm? What part is that? Hana Li? Yeah, that's under additional tasks. It has to be replaced. Okay, so in order to replace that, I need to remove the hand. In order to remove the hand, I have to remove... Let's get in there. Oh, man. Okay. Remove the clips on the wires. Remove the wires. Remove the bolt. Okay. Then we remove the hand. And up. And now we can remove... Can we not remove that? Hold on. Oh, we need to like take the whole thing apart. This is insane. Okay. I've never actually stripped something to this degree before. Now we can pull this out. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Interesting if true. Alright, so I mean, like you can see, like that's one of the more complex disassemblies, but even so, like it's not difficult. You just go through the process. And you know, like if you're looking for a challenge, so far I'm not finding it, but if you're looking for something just relaxing and you like mechs and you want to pull mechs apart and put them back together, could be fun. Okay, so we actually have to buy a whole new part for that. Okay, it's 2% lower than average, but still that's $5,700. I kind of get the feeling we're not going to make much money from this particular job. But look, it is what it is. At least now we have that part in inventory and we can repair it. And if we need it in the future and they're okay with a repaired part, we can use it and save money. So, you know, at least there's that. Okay, so let's put the hand and the wires back. Put the bolt back in. Both sides and down here as well. And that's it. That is it. That is it. We are done. Okay. The grabs are done. Let's go. What now? So, we've got a cable. Hana CA. Hana CA 011905. We can repair that. That can be done. Good. I can show you the the wire repair. And then we've got that component in there, which I can't quite see yet. So let's remove this thing here. One thing I do like is like bolts and clips and whatnot, like you can see here, seem to be accessible from any angle. So for example, if you're removing a part from this side, but the screws or bolts are on the other side, they're transparent. The part becomes transparent, so you don't have to like wheel around and take them out if you don't want. You can change, you can stay in this camera angle and remove them from this side. Okay. Hydraulic. 020805, that is repairable. Fantastic. So we've got to remove that wire first, and then we remove the bolt there. And hang on. We're going to remove that gear. This is quite complex. Hang on. Do I have to remove this? Maybe. There we go. Yeah. Okay. This is quite a thing. Yep. Come on. There we go. And then remove the bolt, please. All right. Then we should be able... No, we can't remove that yet. How do we... Oh, we're gonna pull this whole thing apart, huh? Okay, let's try to get to the cable here. So we got to remove this, but in order to remove this, we have to remove that. That's fine. Now we can remove these. The direction in which you yank things to remove them is not always intuitive, but
there are rumors that Dowhasky found some weird ruins in the desert.
Ooh. The deepest of lore. Yeah, the way you yank things is not always intuitive, but at least it shows you which way it is. Okay. One more to go. Don't forget, buddy, these pieces are repairable. So we can save a bit of money. All it's going to cost all that just to get this bit off, but that's fair. All right. All it's going to cost us is fuel. Okay, so we need to repair wires, and we need to spot weld that particular part there. So let's start with welding, because it's the easier of the two jobs. It's this one right here. We've got 20% fuel. We might end up having to buy fuel to complete this job, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so this one's really simple. We just find the red parts, and then we click, and the machine will repair them. As simple as that. There we go. We're up to 70%. Okay, so we used 9% fuel there. You know, let's buy some fuel. That's fine. Okay. Before we go put it back in, let's go fix these wires. So the wires are going to be fixed at this station here. We've also got like fuel power cells that we can fix. It's a similar kind of mini game to fix them. The Hana, that's the one there. Okay, confirm. Here we go. The wires go in. Alright, so we're using fuel. Okay, let me explain as we go. So we have to reach there, and we have 10 chances to unblock things. And we've done it. It's as easy as that. Great, so that's repaired now. And that's up to 57%. Great, cool. Done and done. The other two options, like the power cell and whatnot, it's very similar process, slightly more involved. The wires are probably the easiest ones to fix. Okay, let's put that back in, our repaired part. Put in that perfectly good wire and the bolt. Let's put one there as well. The gear, both sides, and the cap, or whatever you call it. Okay, there we go. Much easier to reassemble than it is to deassemble. That's right, isn't it? That's a word, possibly. Okay, reapply the clips. Put the caps back on. See, like it prompts you. It's all pretty simple. We've got to hold those to put the clips back on, and that's it. We're done. Okay. So, because we've only got the 2 workbenches, we now have to put those parts back on the mech before we can continue on. So, let's put the grabs back on. And it's just a reverse process of what we had to do to take them off. So, we're just clicking here. There we go. Grabs are on. Okay. And the right leg as well. And same deal. This mech kind of looks like the angry cousin of the early 2000s Lost in Space robot. Anyway, so we've got the right arm that needs to be taken off. So let's remove the bolts here. Let's see how quickly we can do this. Oh, it's got some pieces, huh? This is quite a complex one. Okay, we can skip that. Throw the left leg on there as well. Take off the bolts. So I think we're going to be buying whole new parts for this one here. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's up. Take that off, please, and we're good to go. Okay, over to the workbenches. What do we got? We got the leg. Let's start with the leg because we've handled the leg before. Okay, so it's the piece in there. So I imagine we probably have to. Oh, we have to take this off first. We have to take that off first. Remove the clips. See, we can remove the ones on the other side from this side. I really like that. That's a nice little touch. Okay, remove the clips and pull it up, and this side too, and up. Can we get in there yet? What do we need to remove to get in there? Little hard to tell. Usually it highlights the part we have to remove. There we go. Okay. Screws.
We should order a cleaning robot from Dowhosky. It would have a giant vacuum and a plasma rifle.
You're a giant vacuum. This part we can repair, right? No, we have to replace it. 013305. 013305. Yep, that needs to be replaced. Okay, head to the shop. Like, see what I mean? We've already spent, what, 5,700 plus fuel, you know? A further 5,500 on this. I don't think we're making much money on this particular job, but it is what it is, you know? This is what happens when you get involved with dastardly individuals, and they hack you down, and they make you repair their mechs so they don't rat you out to the cyber police. Okay, apply the clips. Like I say, I really appreciate how much easier it is to reassemble as opposed to pull it apart. Okay, looks like this one's not too bad. This is going to be another replacement. Okay, so let's pull this off. How do we get at that? Oh, it's just a small piece. They're just very small screws. Okay, that's all right. Yank, and we pull this part out. Beautiful. All right, and put it back in. So we're gonna buy it. Yeah, we're not making any money off this job. Okay. Very small screws. Put the cap back on, and we're done. Let's put it all back together. We can even skip the reassembly there if we want to get through it quick. Not that, like, we really need to. Like I said, there doesn't seem to be any time limit, and you don't get rewarded for doing it quick. At least not yet. Not in this part of the game. It's also, like, it's worth noting that I didn't realize there was going to be, like, black market jobs. So I dare say, well, I mean, straight up, we're done. We're good to go. So I can hit T on the tablet, finish the job. It's up and out of here. We're good to go. I dare say the
corporations wouldn't be too happy if they found out we were fixing borrowed mechs. When it comes to your friends, they've sent us an additional reward, access codes. By using them, you'll gain access to the black market and all of its glory. Open the shop and head for the black market tab.
Really? That took 13 minutes to do. I mean, that was quite involved, so fair enough. Probably could have done it quicker if I wasn't talking. Okay, so here we go. We can hit T, we can find new jobs. So these are all from the corporations now. These are not scumbag jobs. We got some new mechs, we got some old mechs. I like to do, where possible, jobs that have more repairable parts than the parts we have to buy outright. Okay. Global market. Oh, hang on. Black market. Black market. There it is. Oh, we can get a loan as well.
Opened new doors. We proved that we are worth the trust, and from now on, we can take loans. From this screen, you'll be able to take loans and specify the repayment schedule.
Ooh! Not that I need to take a loan, but okay. Maybe this arrangement won't be that bad. Doing business with your old friends gives us both money and access codes to the black market. There are 3 levels of access, and each will allow you to buy different parts from the market. The codes are only used if you buy something, so try to keep at least one on you if you want to be able to look what's on sale. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, the parts bought from the black market will often be damaged, but we can deal with that at our stations. Yes, right. So, tier 2. I've got tier 2 access currently. Oh, and these are timed. Interesting, interesting. So, is the idea that these are cheaper? Like, surely, like you'd want them to be cheaper, right? But then you got to repair them. All right. Interesting, interesting. Like, I wouldn't buy anything right now, but maybe, like, once we need a part, we can check the black market for it. Hang on, I wonder if we can... I want to see if there's any correlation. If we can find the same part. I'm looking for pictures, you know? I'm looking for pictures. Like that? Okay. 3,499. But it... Legacy CA 010401. 040406. That's a different part. It's a different... There's... Okay, there's so many parts. It's...
I'll get myself a laser cannon.
Okay, it's difficult to compare. What has happened? What has happened? Oh, we're locked up. How embarrassing. I mean, look. To be fair, this is pre-release. This is pre-release. All right, hold on. Let's restart this thing. Okay, so I've restarted twice now. It looks like looking at the black market currently in the current build. Freezes the game. So let's not look at the black market. Instead, let's have a look around the... you know what? Let's hang on. Let's head to the computer. Let's go to the global market. So there's also a stock market. I got 3 shares in Sakura Technology, rather. They haven't really gone up. Like, they're going up. I imagine there probably changes after each job, is my guess. We can also go to Station Shop. And this is kind of where our main progression lies. We've got prestige, right? So as we complete jobs for the corporations, our prestige will go up, and that will unlock more stations for us to buy, such as the tablet, so we can check out jobs anywhere in the workshop. Decorrosion station for dealing with rust, welding station to repair parts, the painting station so that we can take jobs that require us to actually paint the mechs. We've got the electronic station that you saw before so we can repair wires and power cells and whatnot. Calibration station, I don't know what that does yet. Software station, interesting if true. I'm excited to see what that looks like. Maybe we have to debug software, or maybe this plays into our eventual building of mechs, maybe. Mission table, so perhaps we can actually test some of these things out, and crafting station. Like, maybe that's for like building our own parts from scratch. That's huge. We've also got this grayed out garage tab up there, which I kind of assume relates to us building our own mech. So I really want to check that part of the game out, but I might wait for full release. So we've got some of these bugs ironed out. In general, like I've used this term before. I would say this game has that AA jank charm to it, you know. Like X4 or to a certain extent Warframe. Like that's alright though. That's alright because you know the AA games is where a lot of the interesting concepts come from. A lot of the innovation comes from. Anyway, there you go. This is Mech Mechanic Simulator. It's pretty cool that this exists. Mechs. We need more mechs. Look. Imagine like a traditional Mech Warrior game. Like Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries, with this as part of it. We actually had to like manage and work in the mech base as well. No. Don't think about that, buddy. You'll get too pogged out of your gourd. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments, what do you think of Mech Mechanic Simulator? And let me know, what's your favorite mech game of all time? For me, it's probably got to be Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries. That's where I started. That's where my nostalgia lies. Anyway, guys, I'll see you next time. Be excellent to each other. Ricky Summer. Out.